Newlywed Lauren Sanchez looked sensational as she enjoyed a night out in Paris, France, with some of her A-list friends, including Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn on Tuesday. It marks Sanchez's first public outing since she and Amazon tycoon Jeff Bezos, 61, tied the knot during their lavish $50 million Italian wedding weekend last month. Sanchez and Bezos hosted 200 elite guests during the controversial three-day extravaganza, which many dubbed the wedding of the century. The celebration continued this past weekend as the couple spent their honeymoon partying on a yacht with recently split couple Katy and Orlando Bloom in Capri. And on Tuesday night, a solo Sanchez ventured to Paris without her billionaire husband, where she met up with Oscar-winners DiCaprio, Penn, and model Brooks Nader, and more stars for an upscale dinner at Laperouse restaurant. The new Mrs. Bezos, 55, made jaws drop upon arrival as she flashed her ample cleavage in a red latex dress by Versace, which retails for over $3,500. She finished off the look with her hair sleek and straight and carried a black crocodile Hermes Kelly bag, which typically has a resale value of over $50,000. Sanchez was photographed exiting Laperouse, which is situated along the Seine and boasts private dining rooms with a crew of security guards surrounding her. She smiled while being escorted to a nearby SUV as locals and paparazzi looked on in awe. Sanchez's model pal Nader put on an X-rated display for their night out in Paris by going braidless under a black see-through pussy bow blouse. The shocking top left nothing to the imagination as Nader, 28, confidently exited Laperouse with a security guard in tow. The blonde bombshell completed her racy outfit with skin-tight capri pants, sky-high heels, and a shiny black clutch. As for her glam, Nader's plump pout was drenched in lip gloss, and her long hair looked extra voluminous for the invite-only occasion amid Paris Fashion Week. Nader's younger sister, Sarah Jane Nader, was also in attendance. The brunette beauty was pictured walking behind her model sister in a daringly low-cut top. DiCaprio, who was recently branded a hypocrite for associating with Bezos, tried to keep a low profile as he left the restaurant before Sanchez and Nader. Dressed in a casual all-black outfit, the 50-year-old famous face was barely visible behind an N95 and a black baseball cap, which he pulled down to cover his eyes. The look resembled viral photos from the Bezos-Sanchez wedding that showed a tuxedo-clad DiCaprio seemingly trying to hide from cameras by wearing a hat low down over his eyes and nose. Missing from DiCaprio's side on Tuesday night was his supermodel girlfriend Vittoria Chiretti, 27. Instead, DiCaprio was joined by a single bodyguard as he made a beeline to a nearby chauffeured car parked outside of Laperouse. Penn, 64, rolled up the A-list gathering with his stunning 30-year-old girlfriend Valeria Nikov. The Mystic River star looked slimmer than ever in a trendy, neutral-toned outfit as Nikov, wearing a white blouse and black slacks, trailed behind him. The couple, who made their red carpet debut last December, were photographed walking into the restaurant separately. Socialite Natasha Poonawalla was also on hand for Sanchez's star-studded dinner in Paris. Bezos's absence from the dinner party was likely due to a scheduling conflict, as he is expected to attend Allen & Co.'s annual leadership retreat in Sun Valley, Idaho this week. Days before Sanchez's Paris trip, the journalist and Bezos were spotted partying on a superyacht in the Mediterranean during what many believed was their honeymoon. But instead of spending one-on-one time, the couple were joined on the boat trip by Katy and Orlando Bloom, who recently confirmed their breakup, and several other friends as they soaked up the sun over the weekend. However, DailyMail.com recently learned that the trip was technically not an official honeymoon for Bezos and Sanchez, who appeared to be enjoying their extended vacation following their Venice nuptials. The luxe event, which not only featured their actual wedding but multiple themed parties and brunches, saw the couple surrounded by 200 friends and family. According to The Guardian, over 90 jets flew into the airport in the romantic city. A-listers like Kim Kardashian, Ivanka Trump, Oprah Winfrey, and Kris Jenner all made an appearance, as well as Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. Ellie Goulding performed at their reception, while Usher also sang at their pajama-themed brunch the next day. The A-list wedding was met with fierce backlash by locals who gathered in St. Mark's Square, the iconic heart of Venice, to protest during the 3-day event. There were criticisms regarding over-tourism, how much Bezos pays in taxes, and his environmental impact. However, there was no mention of the criticism, as Sanchez shared details of her wedding with Vogue. The happy couple got married in a restored amphitheater on the island, as Sanchez wore a high-neck, long-sleeve lace Dolce & Gabbana gown that took over 900 hours of atelier to make. The gown featured a flared skirt, long veil, and a tight-fitting waist, with tons of buttons going up the middle. Very Lauren. Sexy, happy, not too serious, not too drama. Elegant, but at the same time sensual, Domenico Dolce told the outlet about the bride's dress. But the dress wasn't the only star of the show. The Blue Origin astronaut had many looks for the different occasions, including a pajama-themed party on their last night. Sanchez chose a strapless, dusty pink bustier Atelier Versace gown for the event, with bejeweled detailing all over the body, but it was her secret accessory that really stood out.